Okay, so now we're going to learn this idea about the discriminant of a quadratic. So the discriminant is equals to b squared minus 4ac. Recall the quadratic formula. X equals to minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac. This part here is the discriminant all over 2a. So by looking at the sign, whether it's positive or negative, this part here, we immediately know the number of solutions, the number of x-intercepts, the number of roots. So if, for example, you have the square root of some expressions all divided by some expression, and the square root of negative 4, right away we know this is impossible. This means no solutions or 0 solutions. So 0 solutions, impossible. So when this discriminant, which is the inside of the square root sign, when the d is less than 0, when b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, it means that there's no solutions. However, say you have some quadratic formula that states that x is equals to minus 2 plus minus, and suppose the result is 0 all over just some number. When this is 0, when the discriminant is equals to 0, when b squared minus 4ac equals 0, this means that there's only one possible solution, which is this. The square root of nothing is just nothing. Plus minus 0 has no effect, there's no difference. So this means one solution only, one unique solution. Now finally, when the discriminant is greater than 0, when the inside of the radical is greater than 0, such as x equals minus 2 plus minus just some number, we'll just make it up, 12 over 2. This is clearly greater than 0. That means that there's two solutions. And what are those two solutions? It's going to be the positive version of that number and the negative version of that number, all computed within this formula. Okay, so let's calculate the discriminant. So the discriminant is equals to b squared minus 4ac. So for question number A, the a value happens to be 1. So the discriminant is equals to b squared, which is 2 squared, minus 4 times a times c. The c value is negative 8. So right away, by computing this is equals to 4 plus 2 negatives multiplied becomes a positive. 4 times 8 is 32, which is 36. The discriminant is equals to 36, which is greater than 0. Without even calculating what the roots are, we know that there's two solutions. So the discriminant here is b squared minus 4ac, which is 6 squared. So the discriminant d is equal to 6 squared b squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, c is 9. So you can see that the discriminant is equal to 36 minus 4 times 9 is 36, which is 0. And when d equals 0, when b squared minus 4ac equals 0, we know that there's only one solution. And finally, the discriminant is equals to b squared minus 4ac, which is equals to b squared, which is 2 squared minus 4 times a, which is negative 1, and c is negative 3. You can see we have 4 minus 3 negatives multiplied becomes a negative. 4 times 3 is 12. So we have negative 8. D is less than 0. So therefore, no solutions. And you can use Desmos to graph this, and you'll realize this upside down parabola, the sad face, is below the x-axis. Okay, it's your turn. Use the value of the discriminant to find the number of solutions. Good luck.